Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive with Robinson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. On the run, it's Robinson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check safety, check safety. Slant.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On second and 9, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. They'll look to throw here. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them in a screen pass.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting to 7-0.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They run. Robinson.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the 36, Jackson. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's going to be caught. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. It's caught. Smith. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Look at me, zipper! Go!
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down. First and 10 at the 49.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
Check the backer, check the backer. Kill, kill, kill.
Go!
Move, move.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go, let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Raiders' 40-yard line.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
That's gonna be a
2nd and 3. He's got Smith here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ready, ready. Send Lobo.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check, check.
X3. 218. Chop it.
They'll run here with Freeman.
Oh, yeah.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Deep grip.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Going up top. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. He'll drop to throw.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go! 90, Wolf!
Get some penetration here.
Smith!
57 for Mike.
Hit it!
Looking to throw.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Come on, set! 60 outlaw! 5!
2nd and 9 now. And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Intended for Irv Smith Jr. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll set up to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Here's Matt Weil now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a third down.
Ready? 50 right. One. It's 59. Like the 59. You don't know no better.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Zach Cunningham coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's the Raiders punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
Their own 44-yard line.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the double.
57 to Mike.
Y'all not ready.
Snap.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Let's go.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Touchdown, defense.
Shoot.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Ready, ready.
They're going to look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
He's coming. We got Motion, motion, bump, bump, bump. March 59.
Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Go! At their own 24-yard line.
Set, ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Down. 50. Plant.
March 49. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Kill, kill, kill.
2nd and 13. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
That's what I'm talking
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
49's the mic. Watch 40. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gill. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Raiders.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 50-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Watch the eye. Shift, shift.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Now a give, right side. Robinson. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I'm here all day.
On second down, it's Robinson. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run, and the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth.
Watch the screen. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Dancing to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch the safety creep. Bang, bang.
They'll run it now with Robinson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 24.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side. Robinson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And the Raider first down.
Shut. 50 on the bench. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Come on. You better bring it.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
On first down, it's Robinson. And he's brought down. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here we go. Come on, 70 ending. Check, 59. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Check 30.
Hopper. Hopper. Sponge. 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 No. He go.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Given up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
I got it.
They'll look to throw here. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40.
Two jet bombers.
1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Get it.
2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and... The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
18 Gator.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just